You know what? There's a reason why I have so many hours on the 3DS version of Terraria. 372 hours. Plus the 170 on the fucking Steam version. I think there's a reason why I love this game so much. More on the 3DS. And there it is. You know, there's something, special about the 3DS version. Freaking stylus, bro. The one thing that gets overlooked in every single game, the touchpad. There's literally nothing worse but using, I'm gonna call you James. There's something so different, and that is the stylus. This thing right here, alongside the touchscreen, is what makes this game so great. And a superior version of Terraria, in my opinion. And let me show you why. Now this is something more special. Now the reason why I love the 3DS version, I think it's the best version, is that the controls are just better than the console version. The controls are just simply better than the console version that we have over here. Now, the thing that makes the 3DS version superior to every other version is this touchscreen right here. Now, when I press this right here, you get a close-up view of what you're doing. And yeah, you still gotta separate your hand to jump, attack, and do all that, but guess what? You can do pretty much all that the touchscreen mode. Fight. Just can't jump. Now, I cannot tell you how satisfying it is to mine and place blocks with a touchscreen. Like you're literally doing it by hand, for your hand. Look at that. Look at that. I can just do it like this. Or, if I want to, I can just use a touchpad, move it around, big if I wanted to. And, I have like 3 tools that I can use, and it'll switch instantly to the automatic, to the automatic, and it'll switch instantly to the automatic digging method. And I gotta say, just pushing Y just to lock on, it's way more convenient than, the console version. Now let me just build a house, just to show you know, just how tranquil and, fun it is just to build stuff in this version of Now let me just build this up and let me just build a house and show you how, like, more satisfying it is to build with Terraria, dude.
big house. It's something, it's something.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't. He won't tell you the recipes either. But I love that you can, you know, go into your bag right here. Pause the game for you. And you can just tap, look what you want to use, and just use it. You can take your time just to slow down. And you get more space to actually look at what you're building. Because in the console version, you get, just one row on a, that looks very tiny, especially on the Steam Deck. It just looks so tiny and you got to slowly go through your options. But this, it's 4x4, so you get more options to look at what you're going to build. Yes. All yours. I'll take you. And man, I love when the recipe thing pops up. Die. Oh yeah, we're making a home, baby. Crafting everything I need. Recipe unlocked. Hell yeah. And I love seeing the little recipe unlock thing. Like, I don't like how in the newer versions, like, you have that. If you have a recipe for it, you have to, and you don't know what you're gonna do, you have to go to the guide. You have to go to the guide. Every single time you don't know all the ingredients to your recipe. In this version, you just gotta, just right here. You only go to a guide if you need help with, learn how to progress. It's just satisfying using the stylus. It builds up my empire. Okay, I remember how buggy it is now. And I assigned you this one. Easy. Bro, how simple and satisfying was that? Well, you're probably not gonna know because, yeah, you were just watching this. But it's honestly more satisfying to use the stylus to build things. Now let me show you like why I think the Steam Deck version of this game is so lacking. Hey, you still get the D-pad options to, move your stuff around. But I hate the reliance on triggers just to jump and move around and all that. And maybe it's just a nostalgia speaking, but I think Terraria now is like a now post 1.3. It's just a faster game overall. But I think the most missed opportunity in every other Terraria version is the use of the touch screen. Like, let me show you what I mean. Trying to use anything on the Steam Deck just feels like a hassle. Just me trying to zoom in. Yeah. It sucks. And then pressing everything else. Now you're saying, yeah, no biggie. No big deal. It's okay. It's alright. But I hate that, once you come in here, you just can't see, like, where you're placing your items. Like, it's just harder to see because everything's smaller in this. Everything's just smaller in this version. Like, even when I, use the UI scale to zoom in, it just isn't the best. It still doesn't feel like it's, for the Steam Deck. Like, it's overlapping. You can see in places overlapping. It doesn't really affect the actual UI of the in-game health. It doesn't affect the AI, the UI. It doesn't affect the UI of the health, the inventory, or anything else except for the text. And even the text doesn't really change at the bottom. And I'll say my other problem with, a Steam version is the touchpad isn't very well integrated. You can see me just trying to, just scroll, but it's not really built, to scroll through. You can't really click one item and then press craft, on the touchpad. You gotta click an item, press A, then press A again. You know, it's messed up. You can't click on an item just once. You gotta click it. You have to click it 1, 2, 3 times just to make something. Like, it makes no sense. It's it's not that well made. Well, I wouldn't say not well made. It's just not well integrated. Yeah. And when you use your finger, it doesn't automatically go back to smart cursor mode when you use a left thumbstick. You are basically just stuck where the cursor is at, and it just makes things. There's a certain disconnect when you get into a fight that you can see there that it just gets stuck in the same place over and over again when it should be following, the direction I'm going instead of where I'm at. It just seems, it just sucks. Building in this game it's pretty alright without the touchpad, but it just feels slower. It feels less enjoyable when you're building with the touchpad. Yeah, it just feels way less enjoyable and slower and more prone to, inconsistencies like me accidentally placing this block right here. Well, these two blocks right here. I'm like, oh man, come on. I can't help that. And me doing that. It can be like a skill, but going up and down elevations, you can accidentally just place blocks if you slightly, move your thumb. Now, with just touchpad, it's less likely to happen, in my opinion. Yes, this is modded. Yes, this is the background from Change in the 2019 fucking furry game. Not gonna lie, that game changed me forever when I bought that game when I was like 10 years old. He don't love me. Oh, yeah, Jello. Ba-dum, ba-dum, beep, big Jello. Ba-dum, ba-dum, he dig a Jello. He don't love me. He don't want me. I'm asking him to change his ways. I'm starting with the man in the middle. I'm stuck in him to change his ways.